Hello, magnificent human beings. My name is Landon with Yoga New Mexico, and you are in the right place, capable and strong. We focus on empowerment, we focus on alignment and strength. Thank you so much for being here. Today is Friday, full class Friday, all about Crescent Moon. If you've been watching this week, then I've been urging you to tell me what you think the name of this posture is, because there's a lot of names for it. Crescent moon, half moon, moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana, Chandrasana, side bend. So let me know what you think. Nonetheless, that is exactly what we're doing today. A full hour, about 55-minute class to help get you loose and rolling into your weekend or whenever you do this class. So go ahead and roll out your mat, and I will roll the intro screen. Finding yourself seated here on your mat. Hands wherever they are comfortable. You can be sitting in your easy pose, your lotus, whichever you like. Shoulders roll back, maybe playing with your weight distribution. Is it forward, or are you actually tilting back just a tiny bit? Close your eyes, shoulders roll back, and breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Allowing any thoughts that come into your mind to just kind of fade away, recognizing them and letting them go. Letting an intention manifest for your practice, something calming, something smooth, something gentle, something motivating, whatever you wish. Sealing your intention, 3 cleansing breaths. In through your nose. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale, inhale, breathe, breathe, breathe. And gentle exhale out the mouth. Once more, inhale, big inhale through the nose. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And letting out a sigh. Excellent work. Okay, getting into a little bit of some twists here. So both hands, bring them across your body, set them down on the left side. Right hand on your knee, left hand, bring it around behind you, looking over that left shoulder. Inhale, you lengthen your spine directly upward. Exhales, help you twist. Release, come back through neutral. Left hand crosses over, right hand around behind you, opposite side. Remember, don't slouch, rather inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhales, help you to twist. Come back to neutral. Very good. Hands up overhead. Interlace your fingers, pointer fingers come out. Inhale, lengthen directly upward. Exhale, hinging to the left. Not by a lot, just by a little. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, opposite side. Slow inhale to neutral, nothing quick. Slow, slow. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, opposite side. Come back to neutral. Release. Hands by your side. Swing your legs on out. Staff pose, our Dandasana. Okay, hands by your side, roll your shoulders back, eye gaze at neutral, gentle inward rotation of those legs, nothing serious. Grounding down through your sits bones, shoulders roll back, eye gaze at neutral, breathe. Bring your feet together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold on down. Relax. So you can put a little bend in your knees if you like here, keeping that flat back as you wish. And hinging on down. Your forward bend, your Paschimottanasana. Release, come on back, shake it out. Left heel comes on in, and then slowly twisting towards the left. So you want to kind of square your shoulders up here as best as you can. And right hand comes down your right leg, left hand up overhead. So now we're really kind of isolating that same side, right, for our crescent moon, that side bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. And come on back. Okay, swap out your legs. Next side. Right heel comes on in, squaring up your shoulders as best as you can. Left hand down that left leg, grabbing wherever you're comfortable. Right hand up overhead. Inhale, lengthen, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, tilt. And come on back. Bring that leg on out. Bob your knees, shake it out. Okay, hands on the mat, and go ahead and bring your heels on up, pushing yourself into your ball pose, your kind of like modified toe stand thing here. Fingertips on the mat, roll your shoulders back, just round gently, chin into chest, breathe. Fingertips still on the mat, lift your glutes up, forward fold. Relax, just hang, head, neck, and shoulders, hang soft and relax. You can separate your feet gently if you wish, interlacing your arms to help you hang. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, hands, feet, walk out. Downward facing dog. Pedaling it out, moving it around in your down dog. Left leg, inhale, three-legged. Exhale, bring it on through. And then inhale, hands up overhead. Your high lunge, your crescent lunge. Keep with your breath. Hands come down to the mat and right leg steps up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Very good. Hands on the mat, back into downward facing dog. Shift your weight forward into that plank. Lower onto your knees. Heels to your glutes for your modified plank. Roll your shoulders back as you dip halfway down. Push back up. And then lower all the way down. Raise on up, up dog. Downward facing dog. Okay, right leg, three-legged, and then bring it on through. Inhale, hands up overhead, crescent lunge. So yoga, always about that breath, really finding your breath today. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Keeping with it, keeping with your focus. Hands come all the way down to the mat, and left leg steps up into forward fold. We inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the mat, downward facing dog. Shift forward into that plank, lowering onto your knees if you wish, heels to your glutes, and if your shoulders are hunched forward, roll them back. You lower halfway out into chaturanga. Push it back up. Lower all the way down. Roll your shoulders back. Raise on up. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Of course, anytime you're in your down dog, pedaling it out, getting loose as you please. Take that left leg, bring it through. Base of your lunge, hands come up, full crescent lunge once more. And ground down your back heel, opening it up into your warrior two. Hands out in front of you. So doing your checks, hips are as square as you can make them. Heels more or less in one line. And left forearm onto your quad here. Right hand extends on up. So our extended side angle, many similarities here with that crescent moon. The lengthening happens in the base of this hip all the way through your ribs, your intercostals, lengthening that right arm. And come on back. Eye gaze over that front hand. And gently windmill your hands all the way down to the mat. Your left leg, three-legged down dog. As if there's a string attached to your heel, pulling it further back. Shoulders are flat across. And set it on down. Weight shifts forward into your plank. If you want, lower down to your knees. If not, staying in that plank pose. Before you lower out, shoulders roll back just gently. And lower halfway out, chaturanga. Lower all the way down. Roll your shoulders back. Raise on up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Alrighty. Take your right leg, bring it all the way through. Hands up overhead, crescent lunge. Did you get that? It was a yoga joke. Alrighty. Take your right leg. It's a really bad joke, actually. Breathe, focus. You got it. Ground down your back heel, open it up into your warrior two, always doing your checks as you please. So right knee stacked on top of that ankle. Left heel grounds. Hold in your warrior two, breathe. Right forearm onto that right quad, and don't dip this back hip down. Still keep it open and square. Left hand reaches. Reach, 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 breathe. And coming back. Very good. Okay, windmill your hands all the way down to the mat. And then right leg comes on back. Your three-legged down dog. Hold in your three-legged down dog. Trying to keep those shoulders as flush as possible, not really favoring, one side or the other. And set it down. Pedal it out. All right. Lower outward, coming into that plank. Remember, if you're hunched forward, you want to roll your shoulders back just a little and lower out into chaturanga. Push it back up and then lower all the way down to the mat. Roll your shoulders back. Raise on up. Up dog. Engage those legs. And downward facing dog. Very good. Walking hands to feet, feet to hands. For forward fold, just hang. Relax. Breathing, hanging out in your forward fold. Remember, you can always interlace your arms if you wish. We inhale, half lift, flat back, and exhale, come on down, forward fold. Chin is the last to rise, coming all the way up to standing, hands up overhead, squeezing your glutes, exhale, let it go. Hands, release. So really focusing on our crescent moons here. Hands come on up overhead. Interlace your fingers, point your fingers, come out. Biceps by your ears. You don't need to squeeze them in, but just roll those shoulders back to kind of set them down and back. Feet are together. Engage those legs. Squeeze your inner thighs. And first part, we talked about this a lot on Wednesday's episode, but kind of a multi-step process to get us there into our crescent moon. So first is to lengthen that torso. Lengthen your spine, lengthen your spine. Then bring your hips, and only your hips, to the right. Then lengthen directly upward once more. And then tilt to the left. Really isolating that right side. Breathe. Keep with it. By only 1 inch, inhale towards neutral. Exhale, hinge. Come on back. Very good. Okay, next side. So, grow, grow, grow. Lengthen through your torso. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Hips, and only your hips. Come to the left just a little bit. Then lengthen directly upward once more. And then hinging, tilting to the right side. By only 1 inch, inhale towards neutral. Exhale, opposite side. Come on back. Release your hands. Shake it out. Okay, very, very good. Now, time for a gentle back bend. So, fingertips, low back, placing them upward, or you can make fists and bring them on in at that low back, whichever one you like. Roll your shoulders back, eye gaze comes up, breathe. And then from here, inhale, grow, lengthen your heart. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, grow, lengthen your heart. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, grow, lengthen heart. Exhale, back bend. Keep going. Come on back. Release everything, shake it out. Counteracting that back bend, go ahead and let your chin come into your chest, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, just rolling on down. Forward fold, just hang. Always putting that bend in your knees if you wish. Okay, peace sign fingers can wrap around your big toes. Separate your feet, getting set up for our Padahastasana, our hands to feet pose. Now, kind of like level 1, grab around here. Level 2, slide your hands all the way underneath your feet. Wherever you are, relax. Bend your knees, bend your knees. Playing with the weight, bringing it forward a tiny bit. And gently straightening your knees, straightening your legs as best as you can. Keeping with your breath. And release your hands, roll your wrists out, heel toe your feet together. We inhale, half lift, exhale, forward fold. Hands on the mat, go ahead and bring it back into your downward facing dog. Shift your weight forward into that plank, lower onto your knees, untuck your toes, push it back into your child's pose, relax. Pushing it back up into that seated position. So getting a drink of water, pausing anytime you like. This is your practice, not mine. So taking breaks as you please. Brief half tortoise. Hands come on up. Roll your shoulders back. Eye gaze forward. Interlace your fingers. Breathe. Well, maybe don't interlace your fingers. Prayer position. And then keeping your glutes glued onto your heels. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Come on down, come on down. Half tortoise. Adra Kurmasana. So your forehead, knife edges of your pinky on the mat, and breathe. And here's your gentle mantra in your half tortoise. Inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Keeping with your breath every step of the way. Glutes stay glued onto your heels. Engage your core. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Come back up and release. Shake it out. Move around. Walk your hands on out. Brief downward facing dog. Followed by a brief forward fold. So walk your hands and feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then chin is last to rise, coming all the way up, hands up overhead, gentle sigh. Hands up overhead and just release. Shake everything out. Okay, now it is time to do a few basic standing postures. First is our tree pose. So hands on your hips. Kickstand this left ankle here on the inside of your right. Hips are square. Don't kind of sink or get weird into your hips or anything. Keep them nice and straight, nice and square at the front. And sometimes it helps to kickstand this or swivel this, leg on back here because we really want that opening in our hips. Eye gaze just above the horizon. Breathe. Bringing your leg on up to wherever you like, inner calf, inner thigh, or just leaving it right here. Release your arms back to standing. Kick it out, shake it out. A little dance, a little cha-cha of your ankles to get everything loose. Okay, right ankle, right heel kickstands on the inside of that left. So really swivel this open. Very good. Okay, hands come on up overhead. Growing your branches. And remember, this is your tree, right? So doing what you really want to do. So if it's right here, that calf, if it's just down, or maybe you're just here. You're not even hinging that leg open, whatever you like. And releasing, dropping everything down. Shake it out, kick it out. Roll your shoulders back. Eye gaze comes up. Inhale, lengthen upward. Exhale, gentle back bend. Hands back onto your hips. Okay, so just a modified standing forehead to knee. Find balance in that right foot. Bring your left knee on up and interlace your fingers underneath. Roll your shoulders back and breathe. Challenging yourself to absorb the weight of this standing leg into your arms. Breathe, keep with your focus. How's your intention doing? And set it on down. Shake it out, move around. Next side. So bring that right foot on up, interlace your fingers underneath, roll your shoulders back. Eye gaze forward, keep with your breath, keep with your focus. Trying to absorb the weight of that standing leg. You've got it. Here in your modified standing forehead to knee. And release. Shake it out. All right, getting on down closer to the mat. Inhale, hands up overhead. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sigh. Inhale, hands up. And then exhale, swan dive. Come all the way down. Forward fold. Hands on the mat. Walking it out. Downward facing dog. Take your left foot. Bring it all the way up. Base of that lunge position. And then lower down to your back knee. Untuck your toes. Left hand on the inside of that left foot. And heel toe it up and out towards that top left corner of your mat. Now, coming into our lizard pose, so we want to allow this knee to drop on out. And sometimes it's kind of stubborn, right? It feels weird, like, oh, it doesn't want to go. Some folks will just have it fall on out. So sometimes it helps to give a very gentle push, maybe with your elbow here. Just kind of open it up, encourage it to come out. And, don't force anything, but holding right here where you are, or if you choose to, then lowering down to your forearms. And wherever you are in the pose is fine. And if you are super flexible in your hips and you're not really feeling it, and you're already on your forearms and you're thinking, I never really feel it in this posture, then start walking your forearms forward. And at the same time, you may need to bring your heel up even more, like up towards the top of your mat. So wherever you are here, and then if you're not feeling it, walk your forearms forward, 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 and then you may need to bring your heel forward even more. So again, no matter kind of where you are in your practice, we'll all face these odd challenges. From here, this left foot, heel toe it all the way across your mat. Laying down your knee, laying down your leg for our pigeon. So look behind you, make sure that back foot's straight. And then from here, just laying on down. relaxing, dissolving in your pigeon, taking 3 really, really big breaths, just really kind of soaking it up, enjoying. From here, push yourself back up and tuck your back toes. Downward facing dog. Bring that leg on back. Pedal it out, move around, shaking out whichever leg feels best, shaking out both. Very good. Doing the next side, so right leg comes on through. Bringing that foot into the base of your lunge position, lowering down to your back knee and untuck your toes. Right hand inside of that right foot. Heel toe your right foot up and out towards that top right corner of your mat, so diagonally. And then remember, if you need to just give a gentle push to push this leg on out, feel free to do so. Breathe. And once more, if you like to come down to your forearms, feel free to do so. If you're really, really flexible, you can waddle your forearms forward and bring this foot forward even more. Again, just enjoying the journey, enjoying the process wherever you may be. Okay, so from here, coming into your pigeon pose. If you're on your forearms, come back to your hands. And then let's heel toe that foot all the way across, laying down your knee for your pigeon. Looking back at those toes. There we go. Okay. Holding right here. And gently, gently come on down. Remember, relaxing, enjoying your pigeon. So bring your forehead on the mat, or you can stack your fists to bring the earth up to you. Breathe, few deep breaths, relax, soften, finding your breath, your cadence. How's your intention? Wherever you are, pushing yourself back up and tuck those back toes. You're downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Getting loose, moving around. After shaking out those legs, go ahead and shift your weight forward into that plank. And lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes, left or right ear on the mat, whichever one you like. Just breathe. Big belly breaths into the mat will help to release and relax your low back. Eventually rolling on to your back for our first Shavasana. Feet fall out, arms fall out. Just hang, just relax. Time for some wind removing, our gentle wind removing series. So bring that right knee on up. Interlace your fingers at the top of your shin and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Bring that knee in towards your midline. Releasing the grasp just a little. Then your left hand guides that knee across your body into a spinal twist. Kind of playing with this balance of if that knee touches the ground or if your shoulder lifts off, things will be kind of different for everybody to see what really feels best for you. And gentle, 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 come on back. Place that foot down next to your glute there. Your knee's still bent. And then just let this leg fall on out into a modified tree pose. Sometimes it feels good to bring your hands up overhead to really just let go and relax. Bring it on down. Feet fall out. Okay, so now both knees, bring them on up. Squeezing them on in. Engage those arms. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Your breath will be shortened here, but helping with our digestion. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. keeping with your breath. And set your heels down next to your glutes. Knees are still bent. Palms by your side, roll your shoulders back, getting set up for our bridge, and then slow, bring your hips on up. Breathing in your bridge pose, a little bit of compression there in that when removing, so some expansion to counteract that. Setting and on down. Very good. Alrighty. Now, brief Shavasana. You can shake it out. Left knee comes on up. Interlace your fingers, top of that shin. Roll your shoulders back. Squeeze it on in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And gently softening, releasing your grasp a little bit. Right hand will guide that on across, bringing that knee down. And if your shoulder lifts, that's cool. Just kind of trying to find the balance of whatever's best for you. And untwisting, bring that foot back across, planting that heel down right next to your glute. And from here, allowing that knee to drop on out to your modified tree pose. Keeping with your breath. And set it on down. Your Shavasana, only a couple more postures to help seal everything together. Happy baby, Ananda Balasana. So, grabbing wherever you can. If your hands grab for your feet here and that low back lifts off really far, then maybe just grabbing for your shins. Keep with your breath. And heels towards your glutes, feet flat on the mat, knees bent. Then our reclining bound angle, gentle pose, just allowing those knees to fall on out. Bring your knees back together and then legs come on out. Releasing, relaxing for your final Shavasana. Legs are soft, arms soft. Breathe. Inhale through your nose. Inhale, 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 inhale. Exhale out your nose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your nose. Finding some gentle calm, some peace, some stillness here. Few more breaths, nowhere to go, nothing to do. Relax, soften. Choosing to remain in your Shavasana, or if you wish, bring those feet together and slow, slow, pushing yourself up into that seated position so that we can bow together. Thanking you all so much for being here. Again, in the comments below, let me know what you thought of today's class, and actually let me know if you've heard crescent moon, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, moon pose, side bend. Lots of names for this pose today. So thank you all so much for being here. You are an amazing, magnificent human being. You are in the right place, capable and strong. From my heart to all of yours, namaste.